Hello and welcome to the Savera. This is Dinkle before you. The largest functioning democracy of the world has begun the celebrations of the democracy with the first phase of elections of Lok Sabha already underway. Today, the fate of 102 constituencies out of 543 will be decided. Well, this is in fact, history's largest exercise of democracy, as 97 crore registered voters will cast their votes over the span of 44 days through 55 lakh EVM machines. Talking of the EVM machines, it has reached the highest peak of Himalayas and the remotest jungles of the central India. Well, today the fight is for 102 constituencies out of the 543 seats of the lower house, the Lok Sabha. In this video with me, let's delve into the details of the most interesting fights and the most interesting constituencies that will be deciding their fates today. As a multi-party democracy, India's elections will see a range of national and regional parties competing for votes. But two principal coalitions are directly facing off as contenders to lead the nation. The National Democratic Alliance, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's party, the Bharatiya Janata Party, and a coalition of 26 parties called the Indian National Development Inclusive Alliance, also abbreviated as India, led by the main opposition, the Indian National Congress. Now let us first of all understand who votes in the phase 1. In the first phase, 102 constituencies within 21 and union territories are voting, including Tamil Nadu. All of the 39 seats in the state will go to the polls today. Second is followed by Rajasthan. 12 out of states, 25 seats will lock their future today. Followed by Uttar Pradesh, where 8 out of states, 80 seats will see elections. In Madhya Pradesh, 6 out of states, 29 seats will go to the polls. In Maharashtra, 5 out of the states, 48 seats will see elections today. In Uttarakhand, all of the 5 seats in the state will see election today. In Assam, 5 out of these states, 14 seats will go to the polls. In Bihar, 4 out of the states, 40 seats will see elections. In West Bengal, 3 out of the states, 42 seats. In Arunachal Pradesh, both of the states, 2 seats. In Manipur, both of the states, 2 seats. In Meghalaya, both of the states, 2 seats. Chhattisgarh, 1 of the seats out of 11. In Chhattisgarh, 1 of the states, 11 seats. In Mizoram, the state's sole seat. Nagaland's sole seat. Sikkim's sole seat. Tripura's 1 out of the 2 seats. In Jammu Kashmir, 1 of the 5 seats. In Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the Union Territory's sole seat. In Lakshadweep and Puducherry also, the sole seats will go to the polls today. Well, out of these 102 constituencies, let us understand some key constituencies that will be voting on April 19. The list begins with Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu. Prime Minister Modi's BJP has traditionally struggled to break through the southern state of Tamil Nadu, where it won 0 out of the 39 seats in 2019. This time, the party is betting on a rising star, the party's state leader K. Annamalai, to deliver an unlikely win from Coimbatore. Nagpur in Maharashtra. Federal Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari, a senior BJP leader who some political analysts view as a potential challenger to Modi, is contesting from Nagpur, a city famous for oranges. Nagpur is also headquarters of Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, the RSS, the Hindu majoritarian umbrella group that is ideologically mentor of the BJP. Now, next on the list is the seat of Manipur, which is very crucial, especially after the clashes that had happened in the past 1.5 years. Both of the states, 2 seats will vote in the part 1 in the first phase of April 19 and in part of the second phase on April 26. The elections are being held in the backdrop of ethnic strife that has effectively fractured Manipur between the plains, where the majority Meitei community predominantly lives, and the hills where the Kuki community lives. More than 200 people have been killed in the clashes since the last May between the two communities, with many blaming the state's BJP government for biased role and for its failure to stop the violence. Will it pay a political price? That is for today's polls result to tell. Next on the list is the seat of Uttar Pradesh, the seat called Muzaffarnagar, the epicenter of anti-Muslim riots in 2013 that some observers believe helped the BJP win big in India's most populous state in 2014. 72 out of the 80 seats. Muzaffarnagar votes are on April 19, that is today. The constituency and its neighbouring seats have significant Muslim populations, but the BJP's ability to consolidate Hindu votes helped its win in 2014 and 2019. Well, voting today started at 7 a.m. and according to the local time and will end at 6 p.m. Voters in the queue by closing time will get to vote, even if that means keeping polling booths open for a longer period of time. That's all for now. For more updates, stay tuned to The Savera.